What's up, guys? I'm JJ Morris. I'm the Director of Performance at S8 here at Stance Doctor Baseball Academy in St. Pete, Florida. And I'm here with Steve Schwartz, the owner and the mastermind behind Stance Doctor. Steve, how you doing today?
Good, sir.
So how did you find out about us, and what led you to finding S8? And how did we get our little partnership rolling, I guess in your own words, through some of the kids that you've seen us work with, etc.?
Well, everybody knows that baseball players need to get stronger, and I was looking for somebody out there. And every time I asked somebody that I noticed was hitting the ball harder, or running faster, or throwing harder, where do you go? Same damn thing kept coming up, strong 8. And the Seattle Mariners scout Josh Jackson says, you got to check out this guy JJ at strong 8. And after hearing that about enough times, I said, let's do it. But the results were just, the results were amazing. Everybody kept getting, 10 miles an hour plus on their swings, half second in their 60-yard dashes, and throwing belows were going up 5 miles an hour. And I had to see what it was about.
See, so what drove me here was that you guys were big into a pretty controversial topic, the whole launch angle and velocity deal. And really, they call it controversial, but it's a thing based in physics. And at the end of the day, when you're trying to apply power to a certain object and make that object travel as far and as fast as possible, physics are there whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter what school of thought you come from. It's part of life.
Absolutely.
We have actually a top 1% shot putter in the room with us right now, and he's the guy who got me in the West Side system. But one of the reasons that we work together is because they use these physics-based systems to monitor what is happening with the swing and with the throw, and how they're producing these powers, what vector angles they're using. It's a perfect layover to what we do, because that's exactly what we do in the West Side program in the weight room. The only difference between us is we break down the movements that guys like Steve and his instructors use to develop certain mechanics and abilities, and we actually break them down a few steps further and train those ranges and those angles and those movements in the weight room to produce the most amount of absolute strength, the most amount of power, and basically increase their rate of force development. So basically what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be moving into something called a throwing velocity research program. And essentially we're going to be taking movements that are not going to over-specialize. What I mean by over-specialize is a lot of times in the throwing sports and in the swinging sports and things that require technique and tactic, strength coaches will overstep their bounds, and when I say strength coach, I use that term lightly. They'll take an athlete and they'll have them grab a medicine ball and stand on the Bosu ball and try to rotate it and match the swing path. And unfortunately the problem is that's over-specialization, because the bat is 30-something ounces, correct? And your medicine ball can be 8 to 16, sometimes even 25 pounds. So you're dealing with an implemented object, or an implement that is 800 to 1,200% heavier than the actual object you're swinging. And when that happens, you basically over-specialize and you affect technique, timing, coordination negatively. So what we're going to be doing specific to the throw is using shots, weighted shots, and teaching these kids to throw the shot put, because it's going to teach them how to throw with their lower half, their lower body, their core, transfer that energy up the kinetic chain and out of the arm. And this happens through the lat system, through the trap, just like it does in the baseball throw, but it doesn't put the torque and the angles that are so detrimental, or can be so detrimental when they're throwing the ball over and over and over again. Again, it's going to teach them how to transfer that power up through their body. And this is also going to help our hitters as well. So we have a hitting group. So Steve, what have you seen since we've been here with kids? Like, what are some standardized numbers that you've seen increase when we work together? You work with them on their hitting, your throwing guys work with them on their throwing, and then they come over to us, we build their strength and power in these same ranges and using these specialized movements. What have you seen in throwing velocity in certain kids, and who are these kids? What have you seen in their hitting, and who are they? Give me some numbers.
Well, two instances. One, a pitcher for us, going to be a sophomore at Lakewood High School, Scotty Germack. Started this summer at 78 miles an hour. He's been working with you all summer at Lakewood High School, 3 days a week, all summer. The last showcase we were in, he hit 82, 83. So that's a 5-6 mile an hour difference there, which is awesome. Another one, John Pitchman yesterday. He's a college student, Florida State College of Florida, and he was an average of 101 off the bat velocity. Now he's missing at 101. He hit 107, and that's about 4 weeks I think he's been here. His bench or his deadlift went up 65 pounds already, which obviously translates to the swing, as you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something that people kind of don't understand is that, you can't get stronger swinging a bat, right? You can improve path, you can improve mechanics, but you can't apply more force to a light object. And that's something we're teaching with these shot throws and these other, specialized implements that we're using, is that you cannot apply more force to a lighter object. It doesn't make sense, but think of it like this. How hard is it to throw a 5-ounce baseball? It's not that hard. It doesn't take that much effort, right? You can only apply so much effort to a 5-ounce baseball, right? Well, if I go and I have to push an 18-pound shot, right, or excuse me, a 16-pound shot, I have to use my lower body to make that happen. Because if I were to try and throw a 16-pound shot, it's not going to happen. I can't apply that much force, right? But it takes a hell of a lot of force to actually generate into that object to drive it forward. You have to learn how to generate more force. It's just like, for instance, when we take kids, we do speed work. We put them on our accommodating resistance days. Right now we're running an explosive strength wave, so it's very lightweight, actually more band tension that's actually on the bar than the weight that's actually on the bar. But the kids have a hard time applying as much force because now they're getting skilled in their absolute strength days or their maximum strength days. Because the weight is lighter, they can only recruit so much force. So when we say percentages and weights, like for instance, I'm going to use a light ball if you're doing plyo throws, like in the driveline type system. I'm going to use a 3-ounce ball, which is essentially 30% lighter than a regular baseball. Yes, I can throw it faster, but I'm throwing it faster because the object's lighter. It's very hard for me to apply more force into a 3-ounce ball. I can move faster through the movement, right? But I can't apply more effort. Now, if I move to a 7-ounce ball, now I can apply more effort because it's 30% heavier, right? So that's the concept between the heavy light system. So this is what we do in the weight room, and there is some programs out there that are doing things like this, like the driveline program. For us, with our throwing and our hitting, we're going to break those movements down as strength coaches should, as biomechanics specialists should. We're going to train those specific ranges, make them ultra powerful, teach them transfer of power, so that when they go back to Steve, they go back to their throwing instructors. Now they're actually what we call displaying their strength through their actual specialized movements. So that's why we've had so much success here, and I think that you guys are going to be blown away when you see this program.
We use science and technology to shorten the learning curve and feel patterns, force field patterns better, same as you do with the weights. I think that's why kids are getting such great results quickly.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to throw harder, hit harder, get your ass over the stance doctor, come see us at S8. We'll make it happen.
Yes. Don't get too close to that. I got